Hey, what's going on today, guys? It's Stix here, and I wanted to talk a little bit about my Tempest Cup team. Here is the full team right here. As you can see, I've got Steelix, Dragon Tail, Crunch, Earthquake, and then we've got Sealeo with Powder Snow, Body Slam, Aurora Beam. We've got a Lanturn with Water Gun, Thunderbolt, and Hydro Pump. We've got Altaria with Dragon Breath, Sky Attack, and Dragon Pulse. We've got Abomasnow with Razor Leaf, Blizzard, Outrage. We've got, and then finally we have Skarmory with Air Slash, Flash Cannon, and Sky Attack. And that is rounding out our 6. I can say I was impressed with the team's performance. I did make some bad predictions, bad switches, that kind of thing. That cost me a few games here and there, but we'll jump into the tournament now, and you guys can kind of learn from some of my mistakes, and also just think of some of my thought process behind some of my picks, and maybe where I failed. And definitely, if you guys see something like, hey, you might have done this better, like I know for a fact I missed a couple of three ring attacks on my charge moves. I did miss a few of those, I know. My phone was acting kind of weird for some reason. I don't know. It did a couple of weird things. Some of them didn't matter because they blocked them anyway. So, but definitely take a look at this. Hopefully it'll help you in your Tempest Cup and you could do better than I did. All right, so here we go. We are into battle number 1 here against I'm Your Pappy. He's got, he led with Altaria here for the first one. Sky Attack into my Sealeo. We're going to hit it back with a Body Slam. I did save up enough to where I could have done Aurora Beam. I was pretty sure he was going to block it. So here's a Body Slam into Altaria. You can see it does quite a bit because it is a neutral attack. And here goes another Body Slam into Altaria. And boom, down for the count. We did not use a single shield. And he brings out Charizard. I've got Lanturn in the back with Water Gun. That is going to take down Charizard fairly quickly. We will shield this. Blast Burn, it was Dragon Claw actually. So he switches out fairly quickly to Abomasnow. We're going to hit it with a Thunderbolt. See if we can get a shield out of it. He does not shield obviously because it's not going to do very much. We switch into Altaria. We did do quite a bit of damage with our Lanturn though. So there it goes. It is down. We've got a Sky Attack already charged up. Let's waste that shield. He blocks it. He's down to 0 shields. I have 1 shield. We're going to block. It should be a Dragon Claw. So that would have been super effective. A solid block there for us. And we do win that game with 2 Mons left. As you can see, his team doesn't have a Lanturn, which means it's fairly safe for me to switch in and not worry about any electric. So that is a big deal for me. He starts with Abomasnow and then switches to Sealeo there. Obviously, I had an energy advantage there. So I'm going to shield the first one. It is a Body Slam, so he did fake me out a little bit there. We do take him down, though, here with the Sky Attack. See, oh, he did block it. We're still doing quite a bit of damage. His is actually a Water Gun Sealeo, so that actually helped me quite a bit in that matchup because obviously, if it would have been a Powder Snow Sealeo, he would have been doing a lot more. So this is a bad matchup for Altaria. It's almost dead anyway, so I'm just going to let it go down 2 damage. He got a little bit of energy there, but since our Lanturn has Water Gun, main reason why I'm running Water Gun on Lanturn is right here. The Steelix matchup is a positive matchup because Water Gun does so much because it's super effective against Steelix. So there you go. He does a crunch into me. I'm just powering up. I'm going to go all the way to Hydro Pump. And we are going to use it because I don't want to do any more. And as you can see, my phone glitched there. Anyways, so there you go. We do take down his Steelix with Lanturn. So he brings out Abomasnow. And here's Skarmory in the back. Not taking much damage from those Razor Leafs, and Abomasnow is not going to get to a charge attack because that is going to KO it there. First round victory. I think the main thing for his team was that he did not have a Lanturn, which kind of hurt him. Here's Aaron the Ace. If you guys watch my other videos, he's the one I lost to in the Twilight Cup. A very formidable matchup here. I lead with Lanturn, which was not ideal of a lead. I thought it was a pretty safe lead based on his team. I thought he might lead with Charizard, which would be kind of a weird lead maybe for him, or Lapras. I'm not sure. So here's Altaria. Obviously now he knows I have Water Gun on mine. My Lanturn is going to go down. So I have Steelix or Altaria to bring in. I'm going to bring in my Steelix. Make sure I can do quite a bit to this Altaria before it goes down. He's going to hit a Sky Attack. I think here, oh, he hits another Dragon Pulse. It's not very effective. He goes down. I have energy charged up already. I can hit an Earthquake and not worry about it because we already, all the shields are down. So there goes his Lanturn almost all the way down. He does have Water Gun on his Lanturn as well. So good thing to know. And then he brings in his own Steelix. So, as you can see, I bring in Altaria. This is a poor matchup for my Altaria because he has... Oh, he hit Earthquake, which was not the right... He should have hit Crunch there. So that does cost him a little bit. Makes this match a little closer than it should have been. I hit Dragon Pulse. Also not the right move. As it resists Dragon. Anyways, so there we go. He is down for the count. I lost the first match there, or first game. Then we go to the second game. We have an Altaria mirror match lead. I've got Abomasnow and Lanturn in the back. Not sure what he has at this point. So there I take that Sky Attack to the face. He's going to block it. So that does put me at a disadvantage for this match, but I can bring in something and still have plenty of shields because I didn't use a shield there. So there you go. Use the shield to protect Lanturn. Probably didn't need to since it was just a Sky Attack, but I do gain a ton of energy there, so we have the energy advantage going into this match. Against Lapras, I hit this Thunderbolt. He is going to block it there because obviously his Lapras does not like Thunderbolt. We are almost charged up to another one. There's the next one. So that energy advantage was a big deal there, obviously. And he's going to hit me. I think it's going to be a Surf probably. Oh, it's an Ice Beam. So that is quite a bit. As you can see, his Lapras does have, I'm not sure exactly what he has on his Lapras now that I look at it. I believe it was an Ice move. Let me see, what did I write down? No, he had Water Gun on his Water Gun Ice Beam on his Lapras. We never saw Surf or anything on that Lapras. It didn't last long enough to see it. We hit an Outrage there with Abomasnow, and the Razor Leaf just takes him down. So, game 3. This will decide it all, and I lead with Sealeo because every time he has led with Altaria. So this is a very positive matchup for me. I'm going to charge it all the way up to Aurora Beam. I am not going to protect... I am going to protect Sky Attack. It would have done quite a bit of damage to me. Hitting one shield does mean that, you know, I spin a shield, but it's a very positive matchup for me. Here we go. We hit another Body Slam. See if he blocks it. He does not. And we can take him down with just fast moves there, which does give me the advantage. In energy, he brings in Steelix, which Sealeo does not have a good matchup against because of its typing. It's not very effective on Body Slam, but at this point we're just trying to get as many Body Slams into it, as much HP down as we can. And he actually does use a charge move there. He uses Crunch. He did power that up a little bit more, so I've got to be careful here. He could get an Earthquake fairly quickly. And me thinking, there we go, he hits an Earthquake. So I do block it, so good use of a shield there, and my Water Gun will take it down. Main reason why you want to run Water Gun Lanturn. Obviously, in this matchup, we're both running Water Gun, which means it's basically a mirror match, so whoever has the most shields is going to win. And now we're both down to 0 shields. but this is not going to take me out here, I don't think, and I'll be able to get another one off, which should finish him off if I can get to it. There we go, and I do get to it. So there's the Thunderbolt. As you can see, and I had Altaria in the back, so that was a positive matchup as well against Lanturn. Here we go into the next match we have against Jim. She leads with an Altaria. Obviously, bad choice of me to lead with a Lanturn. Once again, my Lanturn lead is terrible, and something to learn from that: don't lead with Altaria or lead with Lanturn if you don't have Charge Beam on it. It's just, I don't think there's very many positive matchups there for it. Charizard would be one, but unlikely most people are going to lead with Charizard. I bring in my Steelix to finish off this Altaria. It uses Dragon Pulse. We are going to charge up a Crunch, and this should finish her off. If she doesn't block it, it doesn't quite finish her off. So there you go, just a little bit, and she gets off that last Sky attack to do a little bit more damage to me, and brings in Charizard, the enemy. The problem with the team I brought here is both of mine are weak. I have Steelix and Skarmory are both weak to Charizard, so that's going to be an issue. But she hits Blast Burn. I'm not going to protect because honestly, my Steelix was going to go down there to fast moves. I'd rather get Skarmory in there and see if I can get, I can protect here, and then maybe I can get past this and whatever is coming up next. I have to do that. Unfortunately, I had to hit Sky Attack. I probably could have got away. I was just thinking it was super close. And she's got Lanturn in the back with Charge Beam. So, interesting note, Charge Beam, Lanturn, keep that in the back of your head as what she has. So, game 2, we lost that one. Game 2, we're going to go into that. I lead with Sealeo, she leads with Altaria. So, this is a solid matchup for me. Good prediction on my part. She pretty much kept the same team, I assume. So here we go into Body Slams, into Lanturn. This is a poor matchup for me, but I already had some energy built up, so I switched to Altaria. I do have the advantage here. Hits a Thunderbolt. That does quite a bit to my Altaria, but it is just not enough here. I do shield this one. She had quite a bit of energy built up there, had the energy advantage, and we're just blasting away. Here we go with the Sky Attack. Let's see, either Beta Shield or take it down. So there you go. Did not Beta Shield out, but did take it down. She comes in with that one. I save my Altaria with a shield, and we're going to hit a Sky Attack. See if there's the last shield down. Or no, she still has one shield, so she's only used one shield at this point. I go in with the Aurora Beam on my Sealeo. It's already charged up. She blocks it. So now at this point, I have no Protect Shields. She has none left either. If I can hit a Body Slam, Altaria will go down here to that Body Slam. One Pokemon left. It is Charizard. And what do we have in the back? Lanturn with Water Gun. So solid matchup here. Hits a Blast Burn. You can see that Blast Burn still does quite a bit. Like, surprisingly does a lot. So here's Thunderbolt. We hit that for super effective damage and win that round. Now I'm thinking, okay, what is she gonna bring? You know, last time she brought Altaria. I'm gonna lead with the same thing and see how that goes. I switch immediately into my Altaria because she brought Lanturn. Definitely not a positive matchup. Altaria takes that hit like a champ. It does do quite a bit. She switches into her own Altaria. So I'm going to hit some Sky Attacks here. She's now locked into Altaria, which is good for me. And I'm going to go down 2 fast moves there. But bringing in my Sealeo, we're going to hit Aurora Beam, see if we can. If she doesn't block it, she probably will. Blocked. And then I do a Protect Shield because I don't want to take that Sky Attack. And then she will go down. Oh, gets off another Sky Attack. We're gonna go. She's gonna go down to this Body Slam here. No Protect Shields remaining, so we know that's gonna land. I can get another Body Slam off into Lanturn, which does give me some advantage there. And then she gets another Thunderbolt, which does waste a little bit of energy. And then it's into my Lanturn. So we're basically even energy now. She obviously is going to get to it a little faster. And there we go. And I can go into a Thunderbolt here. And this should finish off this Lanturn. And that. And then into she brought Charizard again. So that is one thing to note. Basically, we both brought the same team twice. I can hit this Thunderbolt. No shields remain. And Charizard is down for the count from my Water Guns and Charge Beams and Thunderbolts. Alright, so we are on to round 4 here. The first match I was not able to record. He actually brought the wrong Mon anyways. So we just counted that as I did win the match, but we just counted it as a win for me. Anyway, so as you can see here, he hits Aerial Ace. I start lagging pretty bad. So we kind of waited for a little bit. It still wasn't resolving. And we're just waiting, seeing if it'll catch up. It finally does. And then he immediately hits another Aerial Ace. Which I don't think is possible. So anyways, I should have shielded one of those though, and we would have been okay. I don't know if it didn't allow me to or what. I don't really remember now. Anyways, so we hit a few body slams here. He did block one of them. If I block this though, I think I can still win this match, but I don't. We bring in our Lanturn. He knows it's Charge Beam at this or Water Gun, so he knows his Mantine's pretty safe as long as he doesn't hit. As long as he blocks the Thunderbolt. We'll hit the Thunderbolt. He blocks it, so he has no shields. I have one. We're going to use our last shield here. May have been a mistake. Aerial Ace isn't going to do that much. Obviously, Water Gun isn't doing that much either. I need to get rid of him fairly quickly, though, now. So he hits another Aerial Ace because he was about to go down. So there's my Thunderbolt. Boom, down for the count. Mantine, who is double weak to that. And then we got Sealeo. Let's see if I can get to my Thunderbolt before he hits another. There we go, Thunderbolt. We do quite a bit of damage here. He did bring a team that was double weak to Lanturn, obviously. But if I would have had a Charge Beam Lanturn, he wouldn't have brought it. He brings in Skarmory now, which is a problem. I have a little bit of damage on me, so it's going to be a tight match. We have no shields remaining, either one of us. If I would have saved one shield, we probably would have been in better shape. But here we go. So let's see how much we do here with the Sky Attack. And there's our 3 charge. And not enough. So we do go down. He has a sliver of HP remaining. That is our first loss. So it's 1-1, all tied up into the next one. And Spaz brings out Sealeo versus my Altaria. This is a bad matchup for me. He has Powder Snow on his Sealeo. He did get a good prediction here to start off. He hits the Body Slam. I'm not going to block that. I'm going to charge up. And then I do believe I withdraw. No, I actually hit the Sky Attack. So that was probably a mistake on my part. I'm trying to remember what I have in the back here on this round. But I do block that one. And then we're going to go down. So you see, Powder Snow does quite a bit. I should have brought in, at this point, I should have brought in Abomasnow. That was a mistake on my part. I actually should have switched out early on and allowed my Abomasnow to go down. Because then I bring it out here in a little bit and it's not necessary. Like, I've taken a ton of damage now on my Lanturn and my Altaria went down already. If I would have switched, I would have had a lot better matchup later on. So that was one of my mistakes. Learn from that. Obviously, Abomasnow versus Mantine is not a great situation. You can see Ice Beam actually does quite a bit because I'm Grass type. That's neutral. Grass Ice, neutral to Ice Beam. He hits an Aerial Ace, and that's going to be super effective. I go down. I do have a Thunderbolt already charged up, and there my phone freaks out. It doesn't matter, he blocks it anyways. And now at this point I have almost nothing left. But we are going to take down the Mantine with the Thunderbolt here. And then he brings in Altaria, and that's the end of the match. That is my first loss for the Tempest Cup. As you can see, I made some poor switch choices there and everything, so just keep those in mind. So here we go. We've got next round is events 405. This is Sergio. We've got Sealeo versus Steelix. Terrible matchup for me, especially because I have Powder Snow on this Sealeo. I need to get out, okay, and at the same time he throws up a block. I do have to block that. I hit the Body Slam then. Body Slam's not going to do a lot, but it does get a Beta Shield out, which was the main thing for Sealeo at this point. I've wasted a shield, and there we go. We switch in Lanturn. We've done quite a bit of damage now at this point. I do block that because I thought, hey, it might be Earthquake, and it is. So here we go. We're just going to keep charging up. It's going to be a crunch. It won't do a whole lot to Lanturn. He's pretty bulky. So he goes down to the Water Gun. That is why we're running Water Gun on our Steelix, or on our Lanturn, mainly to deal with Steelix. So he blocks my Thunderbolt to his Lapras. We almost have another one charged up. This is going to be a Surf. So here we go, and he switches out into Charizard. Now this is going to do a lot of damage to Charizard. It is super effective, and he sacked his Charizard to keep his Lapras alive. Solid strategy there. It actually almost pays off. I still do have a couple in the back. I don't want to bring... I don't know what charge move he has on this Lapras, and that's what worries me. Obviously right now he's only used Surf, so I don't want to bring out my Altaria. I want to do as much as I can with Sealeo. Sealeo does have a positive matchup here, so do as much damage as I can. You can see it's down pretty far now. He's going to hit me here. Hopefully it's a Surf, 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 and it is. So don't know if he just didn't have enough energy to hit his second charge move or what. We win the first game there and on to the next one. And he leads with Tropus, or Tropus, however you want to say it. Not a great matchup here. I do have Powder Snow, so I do quite a bit, but not enough. And I do get a shield out of him. And at this point, you can see I'm almost all the way down, but we get some damage onto Tropius. I brought Abomasnow, which is not ideal, obviously, for this matchup. Isn't going to help me at all. Tropius does beat Abomasnow. Now I just have to hope Altaria can do enough to whatever he brought. So it's Lanturn with Charge Beam. That's going to charge up his Thunderbolts fairly quickly, and whatever move he has in the back, Hydro Pump or something like that. We do block this first Thunderbolt here from him. One shield on everybody. We're going to hit a Dragon Pulse. He's probably going to block it. Oh, he doesn't. So that brings down his Lanturn, and his last one is an Altaria. We're pretty much even energy at this point. I do get off a Sky Attack. Unfortunately, what I have in the back is Abomasnow, so there's just no way that Abomasnow is going to beat Altaria with those Dragon Breaths. I do have a shield. I use it. I think he has a shield as well. No, we're down. No shields remaining, but he's already charged up a Sky Attack, and that's the end of that. So we have lost. I think in that match, if I would have bought Steelix, which would have been more favorable anyways, would have been a better matchup instead of bringing Abomasnow. Similar weaknesses, like obviously would have been weak to his Leaf, Razor Leaf and his Charizard, but I would have had some more positive matchups against some other things like his Lanturn. Now I know though that his Lanturn is Charge Beam, so that does help me there. There's Altaria v Sealeo lead, so positive lead for me there. There we go, and his Altaria is down. Let's see what he brought in the back. He brought Steelix, so we're not going to do a whole lot here. I could have preserved Sealeo for later in the match. May have been a better use of Sealeo, but I do get a... I didn't get that last Body Slam off. Now I'm in trouble because I brought Steelix and he brought his Steelix. So here's the thing. I should have shielded here. He had a lot of energy built up, and I should have realized that he had enough to do Earthquake. Because I don't, I'm in trouble now. So we hit our crunches. So crunch, I hit a crunch. He doesn't block it. If I would have hit Earthquake there, he would have went down. We would have had a chance. So just keep in mind, sometimes baiting the shields one way or the other you know, try to vary that. I think that's one thing I failed in that. So here his Steelix is going to do quite a bit of damage to me in that little amount of time he has left, because he's stockpiled a lot of energy. That's one thing I failed to do, is stockpile any energy. So he brings in Lanturn with Charge Beam. I'm going to hit a Dragon Pulse. It's going to go unblocked, but it only does about half of his HP, and he's going to hit a Thunderbolt. This is going to do me in. So that is the end of this match. GG. We go 3-2 in Tempest Cup. Hopefully you guys enjoyed my Tempest Cup tournament video. If you guys did, please like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if there's something, you know, I could have done better. Obviously there is, because we did finish the tournament 3-2. No one went perfect in this tournament. The top player was actually the last one I faced. He went 4-1, as did several other players. So we ended up the top third, the top 3-win team, but we did not place #1 in this tournament. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, comment, do all that business. Thanks again for watching.